all its related complications. Located strategically in Islamabad at Murray Expressway, hospital's state-of-the-art design, functionality, and technology makes it one of the most modern hospitals in Islamabad. Our patient care, highly qualified staff make our hospital a standard of quality. It is a patient-centric philosophy that fuels our efforts to provide 10 best in-class departments under one roof. Foot care. Education. X-ray. Dialysis. With the challenging mission of preventing diabetes and its complications through a coordinated multidisciplinary approach to health promotion, patient education, professional training, treatment, and research, TDC is the largest and most comprehensive center completely dedicated to diabetes in Pakistan. Our doctors provide outpatient medical evaluation and treatment of diabetes and other endocrine disorders through care that addresses a wide range of individual needs and complications. Through skillful work, their physicians practice more than medicine. TDC's team always strives hard to diminish suffering, accelerate healing, and restore health. We are not only pursuing excellence in our mission, but are also working to become a voice for change.
So introduction about the TDC. There's a lot more we're going to cover. Before that, I invite Shazeen Ali to do the acknowledgement of the country message. Shazeen Ali with the message for the country.
We acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land. We acknowledge the waterways, the land, the sky, and all who inhabit this place, country. We acknowledge their ancestors and elders and recognize those who continue to protect and promote Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander cultures. We acknowledge the past and stand together for our future.
Thank you, Shazeen. Now I invite the MC for tonight, Mr. Muhammad Ali. He doesn't need any introduction, but I just want to say a few words. He's a great inspiration for me as a teacher as well. He's a Citizen of the Year 2022 from the ACT, and also he's founder and representative of helping ACT. There's a lot more roles he does. He's a great broadcaster as well as part of the Urdu Society in ACT, and has been working for community for a long time. And I give this mic with the safe hands of him to enjoy with the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. It's my honor and privilege to be here on such an auspicious occasion that within few days, what I'm seeing is already a very successful, may God be with us, inshallah, very successful fundraising event. I was introduced to TDC, the Diabetic Center of Pakistan, only last week. And credit goes to what is name which is in the hearts of everyone in Canberra, and that is Dr. Ahmed Khan. Honestly speaking, my subject, as I'm just taking the privilege that my subject is biochemistry and molecular biology, which I've been teaching in Karachi University. And clinical biochemistry is all we read in medical sciences as well. And diabetes is the shortest and, of course, the most effective word for diabetes is that diabetes is a killer. It is a killer in Australia, it's a killer everywhere in the world, and it's a killer in Pakistan also, where we only crave that the medical facilities in Pakistan must be of the level so that we are able to reach everyone in the country, let alone those people, right, who can afford to, but of course, those people who are in the far and distant regions of Pakistan. It's an honor and privilege. It's a long program, but my congratulations already to Shafqat Sahab and Dr. Saiban who are here. And I'm sure that with your collaboration and cooperation and generosity, this is going to be a very, very wonderful and memorable kind of evening, raising some very much needed funds. Now, it is my pleasure that the next, I should be able, I think, just here. For you have already seen the TDC hospital in Islamabad, and I've been told that the other centers, and especially Sahiwal, is coming up thick and fast, and then they are going to spread it to other cities of Pakistan as well. This is the need of the time. Of course, we can't spare any moment from here on. And we are privileged to be in a country where we can afford to donate some small little money towards such projects as the HOW project or Hospital on Wheels project. A very unique idea, honestly speaking. And then people who are sitting in UK, USA, and elsewhere, because the whole hashtag is there, right? The hashtag is that, TDC Hospital on Wheels. I invite everyone who is listening to the proceedings of this evening to go and use this hashtag to just give your comments and as well as just give some sort of donation. All the donations will be, एक शेर याद आ रहा है कि दर्द दिल के वास्ते पैदा किया इंसान को, दर्द दिल के वास्ते, it's only the heart of from one to another, that how you feel about others. दर्द दिल के वास्ते पैदा किया इंसान को, वरना ताकत के लिए कुछ न कम न थे करोगियां. Angels were more than enough. But if the only idea with the God would have been that somebody should prostrate in front of me and just keep praying. No, it was other than that also. And that other than that is what we are here for today. So it's my pleasure now to invite for recitation of Holy Quran, Mustafa Hasni Sahab. Assalamu alaikum.
السلام عليكم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لقد صدق الله رسوله الرؤيا بالحق لتدخلن المسجد الحرام إن شاء الله. لتدخلن المسجد الحرام إن شاء الله آمنين محلقين رؤوسكم ومقصرين لا تخافون فعلم ما لم تعلموا فجعل من دون ذلك فتحا قريبا. هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله وكفى بالله شهيدا. محمد رسول الله والذين معه أشداء على الكفار رحماء بينهم تراهم ركعا سجدا يبتغون فضلا من الله ورضوانا سيماهم في وجوههم من أثر السجود ذلك مثلهم في التوراة ومثلهم في الإنجيل كزرع أخرج شطأه فآزره فاستغلظ فاستوى على سوقه يعجب الزراع ليغيظ بهم الكفار وعد الله الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات منهم مغفرة وأجرا عظيما صدق الله العظيم.
Jazakallah, Smita. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, it's now my privilege and honor to ask TDC Australia President to come forward and acknowledge the dignitaries and the sponsors here. TDC Australia President. इनके आने के अंदाज से लग रहा है कि ज्यादा नहीं बोलते हैं. No, don't feel shy. This is your evening, man. I'm telling you.
Thank you very much, Madali sir. Thank you. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Actually, मैं presentation तो बाद में देना चाह रहा था, लेकिन मुझे कहा गया कि ये जो important चीज़ है, जो हमारे sponsors हैं, जो हमारे events होते हैं, उनकी success जो हमारे sponsors से होती है, उनके नाम मैं खुद ही बता दूं. तो मैं आपको बता देता हूँ, जो हैं यहाँ पे प्लेटिनम स्पॉन्सर्स हैं एमकॉल के नाम से, एमकॉल फार्मेसी. तो हमारे पास यहाँ बैठे हैं माशाल्लाह, इन्होंने डोनेट किए $5,000. तो इनका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, थैंक यू वेरी मच. उसके अलावा एक जो प्लेटिनम स्पॉन्सर है यूके से, वो उनका यहाँ पे बिजनेस नाम AFJ के नाम से है. वहाँ पे उन्होंने डोनेट किए 5,000 UK pound. So that's another platinum sponsor from UK. So they are watching us also. We have also gold sponsors with us. We have orthopedics ACT, Mr. Frank Minto, Rana Atif Nisar. We also have Uzair Shah and Rana Abbas. Thank you very much for your gold sponsorship. We have silver sponsor, but I can see that they are not the sponsor, they are the organizers, Dr. Ahmed and Mr. Mustafa Chaudhary. They are always there, mashallah, and doing a lot of work for this charity events, not only here, but all across Australia. Thank you very much for all of you. And now I hand over mic to Muhammad Ali Saab.
So kind of you. So kind of you. Yeah. I've got a video message coming up here from Chairman TDC, Dr. Asjad Hamid, based in Pakistan. So please play it for me.
Assalamu alaikum. It gives me a pleasure to announce today that Hospital on Wheels project by TDC Australia will be a great gift to the people of Pakistan, as we will be having simultaneously telemedicine and clinics. We all know that diabetes is increasing day by day in our country, and people are not able to afford their treatment. So this way, Hospital on Wheels, we will be able to go to the people and offer them the best treatment for diabetes care. In this regard, I will be very grateful for my team in Australia who have taken this initiative. I would like to say thank you to all my platinum, silver and gold sponsors from Australia, from TDC UK, and from TDC USA. Similarly, the TDC Pakistan is looking forward and helping this project, and inshallah it will be coming soon to launch their activity for people of Pakistan. Thank you.
Sahab is here, and all of us who are here are none less than very, very important and honored guests over here on this occasion. So please, this is just a formal welcome from me. Now, of course, we are going to, the next is a video message from UK President, Mr. Murad.
Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. I hope you all are well. I'm excited to introduce yet another milestone of the TDC journey with you. The Hospital on Wheels project is a unique and special project which will take the TDC medical facilities to those needy people who either don't have access to the medical facilities or simply cannot afford to visit a hospital. I request all the TDC friends to generously support this project, and especially our viewers in the UK to donate generously. We thank the TDC Australia team to take this initiative, and from the TDC UK side, we assure you our full support. You can donate directly in the bank account details which are provided in the screen, or you can visit the TDC website for a payment link for payment directly on the online link. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
I'm Faisal Fayaz. He is TDC USA President. Here's the video.
We are TDC, the Diabetes Center, a world-class hospital exclusively for the management of diabetes as well as the conditions and complications related to it. The project began at a very small level, headed by a group of dedicated doctors and donors a few years back in Pakistan, and has since grown with the help of Allah and the support of people like you and me. Since its inception, TDC has served thousands of underprivileged diabetic patients, free of charge, providing everything from consultation to diagnosis to treatment, awareness, and beyond. TDC is currently preparing for a donation campaign based in Australia called Hospital on Wheels. This campaign will take advantage of mobile health facilities to bring accessible care directly to people in need of it. We urge you to come forward, do your part in supporting this noble cause. Donate, tell your friends, tell your family, and spread the word as far as you can. Your help will go a long way. Additionally, you can like and share our Facebook page at the link given below.
Thank you very much, Faisal Fayaz Sahab. And now it's my honor to invite Dr. Asrar Khan, President TDC Australia, to come back again. That's wonderful.
Thank you, Muhammad Ali Saab. Thank you very much. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I just give you a brief introduction about what the TDC is doing and what is the existence of TDC all over the world. So the Diabetes Center, it is a charity organization which is not for profit, and it is registered in Pakistan, and it is a company registered under the Section 42 of the Companies Act 2017 of Pakistan, and it's certified by Pakistan Center for Philanthropy. Next slide, please. So these are the board members of TDC in Pakistan. So luckily, we have our standing in TDC Pakistan as well. You can see Muslim Chaudhary is there and myself are there. Next, please. TDC has different centers, and at the moment we have a main hospital in Islamabad, which is close to Barrier Golf City. It is on Murray Expressway. If you go towards Murray side, so you'll find that big hospital on the left side after the toll plaza. And we also have clinics. So we have actually 3 different models at the moment now, 2 existing and 1 we are going to start today. One is called hub model, means that you have a main hospitals, and in the main hospitals you have all the facilities available under the one roof, and it is basically meant for the diabetes and diabetes related complications. And as you know that the diabetes affecting all systems of the bodies, including from head to toe, all the system. It can involve the heart, it can involve the kidneys, it can involve the eyes, name the thing the diabetes is affecting. So it's not only the one condition, it's the mother of all the conditions. So that's why we need to have a big hospital for this. And as the presentation goes down, then I'll tell you the why it is needed. So we have the clinics or spoke models, which are first is in Islamabad we have one, another one is on the GT Road, you can see here. Third one we have in Lahore, which is and the fourth one is Saiwal Hospital, and we have already started the clinic there, and we are going to have the main hospital, Saiwal Hospital, will build up soon, inshallah. We are going to start the opening hopefully next month on 8th of October. Next slide, please. So we are planning to expand the TDC services to different localities and different, the areas of Pakistan. So we are targeting the capital areas of Pakistan. Like we are going to spread to Karachi, to Quetta, to Peshawar, and similarly to Karachi, so that we can do the main hospitals in the capital cities, and then we have the spoke models, which could be in the smaller town, and later on we're going to have the hospital on wheels. Next slide, please. So our vision is that we can have a world without diabetes. It is a very easy statement to give, but when we go in the depth of this, it is very difficult to do it. So that's the reasons we are doing all this project. Next slide, please. So far, you can see in this wagon that we have done some achievements over the period of years, and close to 250,000 patients so far has been treated. And among those, you can see the different complications are there. They are all been under treatment, and they are getting care there, including the kidneys, the heart, the eyes, foot care, everything we are treating under one roof in Islamabad. Next slide, please. So our standing, as you already seen the presentation from our president from UK, USA, I'm representing our team representing from Australia, and also we have a media message from Chairman TDC Pakistan. Next please. So TDC Australia, as you know, it is a registered charity organizations, and we are providing the text invoices to all the donors, and it's the tax deductible charity, and it's registered as a public benevolent institute for charity tax concession. So we provide all the tax invoices to the patients. And similarly, our as we are doing the diabetes awareness and treatment of complications and the prevention of the complication for those people who started the diabetes earlier. So we do the same awareness campaign in Australia also. So every year we are doing the events for prevention. In New South Wales we have events. We have done events in Melbourne. We also did in Perth. So I will describe you later. So that's the aim and purpose, that we can create the awareness among the populations, not only in Australia, but all over the world, wherever we are existing. Next slide, please. So this is our team. So you can see that members are here. Next slide, please. So this is very important slide, which I want to share here. So it is the International Diabetes Federation. So we took this data from there. So according to them, Pakistan is one of the 21st countries and territories of, according to the International Diabetes Federation, it's called the MENA region, means Middle East and North Africa region. So among, if you can see all over the world, around 537 million people have diabetes. And in MENA region, there are 73 million people have diabetes. And you can see here, and in year 2045, it will go up to 135.7 million people will be having diabetes. So if you can see the Pakistani data, so almost 123 or more than that million people of adult population, we have a Pakistan one. And among those, 26.7% people have diabetes, which is the diagnosed, confirmed diabetes. And if you can see the number of cases there, it is close to 32 million people. So this much number of people, even close to 33 million people. So they have the diabetes already. Next, please. In adult population, we're not talking about children. So here you can see that if you can see the distribution of the diabetes, so we have the urban and rural categories. So in the rural, we have 25.3%, and in urban, we have 28.3%. So we are going to do some research work that why there is a less percentage in rural population, why in the urban population. So our research team is working that, and hopefully we will have the publication soon. So if you consider those 26.7% people, those are diagnosed. So this is the slide which shows that almost 11 million people who have impaired glucose tolerance test, means that they are pre-diabetic. They will be having diabetes soon or later on. So if you add on another 11 million people, and then you can see the undiagnosed 26.9% people. So these people might have diabetes, but they are not being diagnosed. And this is the population actually living in that area where they don't have access to the medical or health facilities. So they're not being diagnosed. Next slide, please. So if you can see here, the 70% people, those who are living in Pakistan, they are living in remote areas, and they don't have access to the healthcare facilities, not the clinics, not the hospitals, and not having any, the facility available, and they could not get diagnosis. So this 70% population, we don't know what medical problems they have and how bad the conditions are. As I mentioned before, that almost 1/4 of the people, Pakistani populations, they might have diabetes, which is not diagnosed. We don't know how bad the diabetes, how bad complications they would have. So this is the alarming thing, and that's why we are here. And our next presentation from Dr. Ahmed, he will describe that why we are targeting this 70% population through Hospital on Wheels project. Next, please. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is famous hadith from Sahih Bukhari, that our Prophet ﷺ said, the upper hand is better than the lower hand. Upper hand means the donor, and the lower hand means recipient. And similarly in Quran, if you can see in Surah Baqarah, verse 245, Allah says that, Man zallazi yukridullahu kardan hasana. Among us, or among all of us, who can give, the loan to Allah, or can money to Allah, and money from the good money from that person, and then Allah will multiply it and double it, or maybe multiply it and give that person back to it. So that's the important concept of charity. That's why we all are here. Next slide, please. So this is just an overview that what we have done over the period of 1 year for last 12 months. So we started last 12 months. In September 2022, you can see that we have a fundraising event in Wollongong University. This was a short call from our Mustafa uncle, Mustafa Chaudhary. He decided that we can do something for our flood victims, which was badly affected the Sindh province and Balochistan province. So we collected 110,000 Australian dollars, and we sent all those money to that mostly affected areas, and we provided them mostly medical care, also Australian dollars. Then we had other event in Wollongong. Last fundraising we did for iftar dinner, and we collected 40,000. So this is, we are doing annual fundraising for our existing dialysis patients and those diabetes patients. They are getting regular treatment from us. So we are running this service for last 5 years, and we are providing free of cost care to all our patients there. We had another fundraising event for Saiwal Hospital in Perth, and from there we donated $50,000. People donated there. We have next event in Melbourne, same in April last year, and it was 80,000. And last event recently we had on 5th of August from Brisbane, and the people from there, they donated $100,000 for Saiwal Hospital. So Alhamdulillah, we have great achievement over the period of 1 year, and we collected almost more than half $500,000 for 1 year, the period. And Alhamdulillah, we are here. We asked you for this project, which is a unique project, and we are starting this project from Canberra. So I will label this project for Canberra people, because you people are going to start and initiate this project for Hospital on Wheels, and we really need your support to start this project as early as possible. And Dr. Ahmed, he's going to Pakistan hopefully tomorrow, I believe. Are you going tomorrow? Yes. So then he will start the project there once he will have the money, and inshallah we'll go from there. Yes, please. Okay, so this is just to let you know that we're going to have another event for the Saiwal Hospital on 22nd of October in Adelaide. So we're going everywhere. We're requesting everyone to please help for us, because We are getting a better life, best life here. But our family members, could be our sisters, brothers, cousins, all are there. They need us. They need us that we can do something for them. At least if we can't go there, we can't treat them, we can't help them. At least through this financial support or these services, we can provide them better care. You never know whose friends, whose cousins, brothers, sister can go to any other hospital and can get these services. So please help. It is not for us, it is for all of us. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Shah, for such a comprehensive report of the activities of the TDC in Australia in order to raise the awareness and also the much needed funds to make the things better in Pakistan. Pakistan, which a country which we all love. The figures are certainly staggering because 33 million people already in adult population diagnosed with, and 11 million are on the cusp of being diagnosed. And that means almost half of the population. Now, it doesn't mean that we take the situation lightly. The answer definitely will be no. The reason being that being, a part of my work in Pakistan, beside teaching in Karachi University, was that in the evening I had a pathology lab as a contractor with Abbott Hospital in Karachi, and that was meant for only 150 employees, which were there, free medical service, but it was open to. And believe me that 1 out of 8 blood samples which were coming to the lab for sugar estimation and other tests, they were actually positive diabetes patients. And that is the situation. Diabetes leads into multiple of the diseases, and some of them are definitely terminal diseases. I've seen myself that when kidneys failure, when there is heart problems, and that's why Dr. Ahmed Shah jumped into it, I'm sure, and he came up with a unique idea of how means hospital on wheels. And it's now my pleasure to invite Dr. Ahmed to come forward and just present what and tell us exactly that how. Just sharing with you that one day I was at one of the functions, and Honorable Zaid Hafiz Chaudhry is here, and we were at the High Commission, and I met this young man, definitely young man, right? And he took me aside and he introduced himself, and ever since we are close to each other. Not because that I like, his persona or something, but as a matter of fact, I'm slave of his work, what he is doing in Pakistan. He takes all the equipments, right, and offers free services to anybody who is having the heart problem. Although the first ever person he should have treated is here in Australia, here in Canberra, and his name is Muhammad Ali. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind introduction. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. Thank you everyone for coming, especially long weekend and giving us your family time. So really appreciate. And the project is very close to my heart. I might get sometime emotional, so please forgive me for that. So I'm starting. Why I started? There's two parts to my talk. One is how I started charity work, and the second is what was the reason behind the hospital on wheels. None, I just want to walk around and talk to everyone. Yeah. So the hospital on wheel is my second plan B, which I'm going to share. So please walk with me with the story how I started. So basically, it was December 18, 2010, when I was a young man doing my fellowship, and in the cath lab, standing next to my boss, I'm doing a case. So it was a young Aussie guy from Gosford. So I met him outside, and he asked me, "What do you do? Like, what's your plan?" So we discussed, and then he said, "Oh, are you from Pakistan?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Oh, beautiful country that I go to explore the north." So we had a chat. We started the case. So please listen carefully, and then put yourself in that position, and just think for few minutes. If that happened to me, what will happen? And that changed my life. So I was chasing dream, but that dream changed. So I did the angiogram. Angiogram is just checking the arteries of the heart. And after the angiogram, my boss stepped in and he said, "Hi, what's happening?" And I said, "Oh, one of the main artery at the front of the heart is 90% blocked." So he said, "Okay, let's just stent this." So he introduced himself and then he was chatting. He said, "My dream was to spend or celebrate White Christmas." And he started talking. We are doing procedure. And he said he booked his flight from Sydney to New York, from New York to Orlando. So he was telling all these things, and suddenly he moved his arm. So back then we started doing procedure from the wrist. Before it was through the groin, and he wanted to scratch his nose, and by pulling his arm, he pulled everything from inside, and he dropped dead. Within 10 seconds, he's gone. So just think for 5 minutes that you are telling me he's flying to New York, he's flying to Orlando, his kid loves Orlando, 2 kids, and 5 seconds or 10 seconds later, you are not here. So life is too short and we don't know what is around the corner. We all got big plans. We want to do this, we want to build house, we want to start business, big ideas. But you don't know what can happen, what happens the next second. So the day that happened, I said, all these dreams, what do you want me to do with? Like, if I'm a rich man, a rich cardiologist, what if something happen, you're gone, you leave everything behind? So said, no, I'm going to change my life. So came out, I was so sad. The whole team was very upset. And I said, I need to do something for my people. I need to pay back to my country. God has given me everything. I got my fellowship in medicine, fellowship in cardiology, another 2 fellowship in intervention. That's the highest degree I can get in Australia. So I need to pay back. It's not all about me or my kids. I mean, my wife, she hates me when I go. My time is all the time doing charity work. She said, "Oh, why you are coming? You're coming to Pakistan, you're still out. You are in Australia, so we don't see you." But it's about other people. So we all need to think about this person. If that happens to me or to you or to anyone, even if you are the richest person in this world, you leave everything behind, you are gone. So that changed there was a question about how that charity started. So since that was then in 2015, I thought I need to do something. So I started my charity with the name of Healthy Heart International. So we on regular basis, I spend 2 months here and then I spend 1 month in Pakistan. So we provide free angioplasty services, multiple medical camps. We do lots of small projects. And then in COVID time, when things were really bad, we thought we need to do something. So we provided a ration program to more than 500 families. We are running a small project in Rawalpindi with the name of Dastarkhan. We give food to every day 150 to 200 people. And small other projects, school kids, if they need help or something. So that was part one, which changed me every time. I remember the day, I remember his face. I remember when he was telling us how much he loves, he's waiting. That was his dream, to spend Christmas in, White Christmas. And he was not aware that few minutes later he will not be here. And that can happen to us. Like, there is no guarantee. Can you tell me that you will be here tomorrow or the next minute? The heart can go out of rhythm and you are gone. So that was the first thing that changed, and I said we need to do. So this is not for me. This is for all of us. I think if you look, the biggest blessing is a good health. Allah has given us health, but we don't care about our health. When we sit to food, we eat, no exercise, and we get diabetes, you get blood pressure, and then the complications start. So we don't appreciate what God has given us. I'm not a mufti, so please forgive me. But for bi ala irabbikuma tukaziban, we don't appreciate, what God has given. When it's taken from you, then you appreciate, then you think, oh, right? So with normal heart, you can walk, you can run, there's no issues. But if you have a heart failure, ask that person, what is the quality of life? He can't sleep properly. He has to sleep on 2 or 3 or 4 pillow. Some people, they sleep in incliner. They can't walk more than 100 or 200 meters. So we don't appreciate. We buy a car, we service that car every 12 months. We look after the car, but we don't look after our health. So primary prevention was the most important thing in medicine. I think it prevent a lot of problem. So the part two was again a very sad story that happened, and that changed, and that's what the hospital on wheel project started. And that story was my watchman who was sitting in front of my house, a young man with 3 kids, he suddenly collapsed while sitting in front of my house. So my brother called me, said, I don't know what happened. He's not responding. And I said, he must have a bleed. So he was taken to PIMS hospital and he died 2 days later with 3 kids, a young man. And I was thinking, I feel guilty that he was my watchman. At least I should check his blood pressure. His blood pressure was 220 or 240 on arrival to PIMS hospital. So blood pressure is a silent killer. I wish we can screen someone and you can prevent that disaster. It's not that the loss of a young man, it's a loss of the whole, a father for 3 people, 3 kids. Who's going to look after these kids, about their education, about their health? So I was exploring how to prevent, how to screen. I mean, mashallah, we are 200 million people. One person can't do everything. So I thought I need to do something, at least start somewhere, start screening. So then we started small medical camps. That's 2018, 19, in different villages, different places. Even if I go to a gathering, I'll just take my blood pressure and start checking everyone with that in mind that I lost someone. If I, at least if I can make one diagnosis in that gathering, and people were laughing at me, saying everywhere this doctor goes, he's getting his blood pressure machine, checking everyone, and even we can't eat because of every time he just start checking everyone plate, and I was famous for that. So I thought I need to do something on a mass level, and I was doing a locum in Bundaberg, and I saw this truck which was written Heart of Australia, which is a big truck with a clinic on board. And then I started looking, I said, that's a best idea. We need to do something similar, and then we can take everything to every small village and everywhere, and we can provide. But again, one person can't do it. So Asjad, who is a very good friend, and I'm doing regular clinics, me and Israr, we are doing regular clinics there. Last time when I went there, we were just chatting, and he said, so what's your next project? And I said, my next project, which is very close to my heart. And I was joking with him, and I said, heart got 4 chambers, and the left ventricle is the most important chamber in the heart. You can live with right heart failure, but you can't live with left heart failure. And I said, the left ventricle, this project is in my left ventricle. Then he started laughing. He said, well, tell me. And I said, this is what I want to do. He said, I'm on board. I had similar ideas. I think let's do it together. So that's why we started this project. And inshallah, with the help of all of you, we can deliver and we can save many lives. And I think this is not just this is for your akhirat. We all, one day we are going to die. We are going to leave this world. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you guys. I should be standing here. It's for your akhirat. So you have to do one day, you have to go, do it for your, think that I'm doing this for akhirat. Saving one life means you are not saving one person, you are saving the whole family. Think about my watchman. Now these 3 kids without father. If you can screen and you can prevent heart disease, hypertensive heart disease, hypertensive kidney disease, hypertensive brain disease, you can prevent lots of issues and problems. Because with blood pressure, you don't get any symptoms. We call it silent killer. So on the same time, we thought if we just screen everyone, we can screen for diabetes, we can screen for kidney disease, we can check their cholesterol, And the 5 number that I always say that everyone should know their 5 numbers. It's not just for Pakistan, but for local community as well. It's you need to know your blood pressure, you need to know your heart rate, you need to know your blood sugar, you need to know your cholesterol level, and you need to know your BMI. So everyone should know. And we thought with this hospital, we can screen people because people can't afford. We can just stop and we can just ask someone, come, I'll just check for free. So he will come. So that was the idea behind that. We will do something together. Again, as a team, TDC, myself, and all of us together, I think we can deliver. And I would like you guys to ask me a question. If you have any question from anyone.
Doctor, can I take the lead?
Yes, please.
That what is the prevalence of diabetes in children? Because I was reading one of the reports recently from Europe, and the child obesity is a real issue of that society. And having seen in America also personally, I think that that tendency, what is the prevalence of child diabetes in Pakistan?
So I don't know about a child, but in adult, as Israr mentioned, diabetes increase your risk of heart disease by 25%. Simple, just one diabetes, a root cause of so many problems. It affects your kidneys, eyes, brain, heart, and vascular system. I don't know the exact figure for the kids.
The second question is that one of the figures which was shown by Dr. Star said that in rural areas of Pakistan, thankfully, the prevalence is lesser as compared to urban. One of the common, reasons could be that they are more practical and outgoing and doing physical work more than urban settings. So, what is any other reason in your mind for that?
So it's a wonderful question. I thought today I'm not giving a lecture on medical stuff, but it's a very, very important question for all of us. No physical activity. If you are just sitting in office, you're not doing anything, you eat, come home, sleep, you're increasing your risk of heart disease by 26%. Okay, 26%. Remember the number. Even if you have no other medical problem, no blood pressure, no diabetes, you're not smoking, you have no family history, just that no activity increase your risk by 26%. And why then the risk is low for diabetes, blood pressure? It reduced 35-minute brisk walk, which is 300 minutes a week. So you can do 35 minutes every day, 7 days, or 45 minutes, 5 days a week. It reduced your risk by 23%. So cheap medicine, it doesn't cost you anything because we all love money. So this one doesn't cost you anything. Just go for a walk after dinner with your family, take your wife, take your kids, do walk, reduce the risk. And the benefit of just simple brisk walk, it drop your blood pressure, improve your blood pressure by 3 to 4 millimeter. So it's a part of the treatment for other diseases, including blood pressure. So lifestyle, diet, exercise, and medication together.
Thank you very much. Any
I
other
have
question?
another question for you. Is we all here to donate for the how. Can you little bit talk about physically versus look like?
So, sorry, I was just ignoring my slide. My brain just went to that the story, which sometimes just literally take me. And I wanted you guys to work with me, and that's what happened. So basically, the plan is that we are planning something similar model with a clinic on board, pathology, X-ray, a small surgical room where we can do minor procedures. And with time, inshallah, if I get more money, I will put cath lab. So then you can take the cath lab, you can do free angiogram, angioplasty, you can save people life. Because for heart, time is muscle. You have to open the artery within 90 minutes. So every 10-minute delay increase your risk of death by 15%. So people, they just say it was time Allah has taken. So we go into that our Islamic belief that that it was a time you have to go. Yes, life and death is in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but medicine you can prevent. You can prevent that major heart attack. You can save his heart. So time is muscle. You can't, if someone is in that village, he will not have access to the hospital, he will not have access to all the facility. Maybe they can't afford, they had transportation issue. So our idea is to put everything in one place and we can take it to them. So one of our, I was talking to Isra, we were discussing how to, different projects. And I think one of our sponsor, I'm not sure he's here or not, building a hospital in Pakistan, just the building is not a difficult thing. You can build a 5-star hospital or building, but providing staff and running it is the most challenging, difficult part. So with this, we can take our staff from Islamabad and we can travel to any village around Islamabad, Peshawar, or to Quetta. So inshallah, my plan is whenever I'm in Pakistan, I'll take it to Quetta or KPK or Punjab. But when it's there, so we can just take him to any village and we can deliver the services for 1 or 2 days or a week and we can bring them back. So that's mean we provided fully equipped hospital to that village for that duration.
Sorry. Yeah. Anybody else want to have a question?
I think there was a question from Naveed.
Jahar.
Thank you, Doctor. My question is more around end-to-end process, which I think you just explained, because I don't think just screening is going to help the poor people. It's the part after the screening. Yeah, thank you.
So that's a good question. That's what a different part of the same project. So it's not absolutely, you are right. It's not just the screening, but when you screen, you can treat, you can deliver treatment, we can provide free medicine as well. Another story, there's lots of story, but there was few heart-touching stories coming to the medicine part. One of my patient, he was waiting for me to see me for 3 months. He was selling bananas in front of the civil hospital with unstable angina. Unstable angina means chest pain due to blocked artery on walking, on exertion. So we did the angiogram. All 3 arteries are blocked, and there is no surgeon in Quetta. That was back in 2019-20. And I have 35 stent. Each stent is $2,000. So I take all my stent from here. There's lots of kind people who donate from hospital and from different companies. And we have 30 patients and we got 35 stent. But sometimes you need 2 stent or 3 stent. So we did the procedure and I asked my friend that he need at least 10 stent. And I can't you always all the stent on the one person because I got 30 more people to treat. So we thought the one at the front of the heart is called LAD, and that supplies 60% of your heart muscle. So you can die because of that artery, a widowmaker artery. So we said, let's just give him some life. Allah is giving you life, but it's a source. So Mufti will pass fitwa on me, so it's not source. So put the stent, save his life. And next day I went and I said, Baba, how are you feeling? He said, great. That pressure from my chest is gone. It was like someone sitting on my chest every day, all the time. So I said, yeah, that's good. I'm very pleased. But make sure to take your aspirin and the second tablet, we call it clopidogrel. And I said, there are 2 blood thinner. You need to take this for 6 months. And he started crying. I thought he would be happy that I fixed his heart. He said, well, I can't afford. I don't have money I just had enough to pay for the rent and for the kids. So if I have to buy medication, who's going to pay for my rent? Who's going to pay for the food? And he's crying like a little baby. And I said, oh my God, we here just go out, spend $7, $10 on coffee and lunch, $25. 6 months supply of medicine cost you $25. And this guy can't afford $25. How lucky we are. So when you see all these poor people, how they're suffering, it's just heartbreaking, to be honest. And sometimes I have to debrief myself. And when you see all these sad stories, and then when I come here, it's just like holidays. Even I'm so busy here, but this is holiday for me because it's so stressful, emotional, and you can't control your emotion when you see all these suffering. Although as a doctor, it's not, you have to show empathy, not sympathy, but sometimes it's out of control and you see these sad people.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Dr. That's so nice of you. And one big round of applause for Dr. Ahmed. You know, the most difficult question in a life is everybody know what to get, but the how part is very, very hard. And that's what he started with. We'll get more details about the budget and the features of that how project, but you got something to fix, Mike. I want to see what I want to say. All you sitting there beside, I firstly want to say a big thank you for whatever you donated, but you can do an extra mile by just using your finger magic, which they always crave to go on the mobile. But today, I want 1 minute of your time. Pick up that mobile and share that live stream. I believe my doctor colleagues can share quickly the link of the live stream with the hashtag. I just want to, you can go to the TDC Facebook page as well right now and share that live stream with your friends. And every penny or dollar they spend or donate in this cause, you will get ongoing reward as well. So this is the bonus you can do right now, because we use mobile for many purposes, including business and player. But for the Agrah, this is the moment right now, opportunity for you. Just put the, just go, if you put a hashtag as well, we can show your sharing here as well.
Yeah.
So hashtag is a hospital on wheels, one word. You can also search on your Facebook to get to this live stream as well. And all you have to do, just share, because we all care. So I just invite you to do that for 1 minute while we go into the next presentation. So,
Yeah, and just adding to what Dr. Saab has just said, honestly speaking, one of the organizations here in Australia, which is worldwide, they have only one slogan that $25 from anyone can change a person's life, because cataract can be removed easily in the developing countries. So exactly along the same lines, right, when we go out for a lunch or when we go out for a dinner, we spend minimum $45, $50 per person for a medium kind of restaurant. So why not? Today is the day whereby we can just with the help of our fingers, not only ourselves, but also just spread the word around with the help of that hashtag. And let us see that Dr. Ahmed Khan, tomorrow when he goes back to Pakistan for a few months, he is a very proud person that the people over here, friends over here who gathered, just gave him something great to start with the project.
yeah. And also they say, whatever you want for your life, do a sadaqah for the other one. If you want your kids to learn, sponsor an orphan to study. Same thing, you want to be healthy, make other people healthy. So Allah will take all the sickness from you.
I mean,
not just yourself, for your family. All right.
Yeah.
So back to you.
Yeah, and the driving factor was certainly that ayah of Quran. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. So when you start thinking along those lines, those who are deprived, those who don't have, right, at least here is a cohort of people, wonderful friends around who have, and certainly are in a position to donate to help those people back into their flourishing life, because of the health ailments can be certainly treated with your small little generosity, and not only contained here, but please spread the word to your friends in Canberra and elsewhere, so that they can just drop a penny, just drop $1, or some $20, $30, $50, $100, so that there is sizable donations tonight about it. It's now my pleasure to invite Excellency Zahid Hafiz Chaudhry to come here and express his views about the TDC and overall health situation. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, and a very good evening to all of you.
Let me also begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet and pay my respects to their elders past, present, and emerging. Let me also acknowledge the entire team of TDC, Dr. Ahmed Khan, and all of you for being part of this wonderful journey. I know you are here because this cause lies in the left ventricles of your hearts.
Well said.
About Dr. Ahmed Khan, let me say that we've met several times now. I consider him to be a friend of Pakistan, a friend of Pakistani people, and my personal friend also. But every time we met, he always spoke about the philanthropic work that he is doing in Pakistan. But he is also such a wonderful asset for the Pakistani diaspora here in Canberra because he is such a motivational speaker, always talking about health issues. And that is a message that is so very important for any community, for any neighborhood. Talking about the Pakistani population, people, we are a philanthropic nation. In Pakistan, there was a study that 96% of the Pakistanis, they do philanthropic work. They contribute to philanthropic causes either through their finances or through the time that they donate for philanthropic works. In Pakistan, we are one of the few nations where more than 1% of the GDP is spent on philanthropic work. We spend more than 1.2% of our GDP on the philanthropic work that we do, and it compares to countries like Canada where it is 1.3 or 1.4%. So the people in Pakistan, they believe in philanthropic work. But more than the people of Pakistan, let me also share here that Pakistani diaspora, they believe in philanthropic work. Be it the educational purposes in Pakistan, be it the health cause in Pakistan, they are always at the forefront of philanthropic work. They've helped establish institutions like Shaukat Khanum Hospital in Pakistan, like the Citizen Foundation doing the education work in Pakistan, the institutions, organizations like the ED Foundation in Pakistan. I am sure they will help institutions like TDC and the recent initiative that Dr. Ahmed Khan has conceived, that is a hospital on wheels. So let me once again compliment all of you for being part of this wonderful journey. On my part, I am always there. I would love to be part of this journey. And next time for a fundraiser, Dr. Ahmed Saab, if you want to organize, I'll open the doors of Pakistan House. We will provide food, we will provide space, and you can organize the fundraiser there at our residence, which is Pakistan House here in Canberra. So it is always a pleasure to work with all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Honorable Zahid Hafid Chaudhry Saab. Next is, the next one is on my list, I'm sure, and I'm just waiting for the slide to come over. Yeah, the next part is very important, and it talks about the charity and its importance in Islam, the religion we all love. And I'll invite now, it's my honor and pleasure to invite Sheikh Muhammad Fauzi to come here and just carry us through the journey, that how we can not only donate here, but do something sidewise, right, to make our akhirah better.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. جزاكم الله خيرا brothers. جزاكم الله خيرا for inviting me. I start with Rasulullah sallallahu before the ba'tha, before the message. He was invited to help Nusrat al-Mazlum, to support and give the victory to the oppressed man. And later after Islam, he said, لو دعيت إليه لأجبت. If they ask me again to join this, I will do it again. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدع اليتيم ولا يحض على طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين. Did you not see the person who disbelieves deen فذلك الذي يدع اليتيم. The same person who does not and he abandons the orphan. ولا يحض على طعام المسكين. And he does not encourage people to look after the needy and the people who are in need. The scholars, they say from this surah, action in the Islam is to look after the needy, people who are in need. If you rank the need in Islam, think about a person have a pain out of hunger, which is a pain. He recognizes. He needs to fill his stomach. But the person who have a pain from the sickness and the disease is more and severe and higher. There was a story happened with a scholar. And this scholar, he was sitting and he found the water came and made a round. He looked at, there was an ant, and the water was surrounding the ant from each side. And this ant will die. And he put his finger and he moved to a dry place. Later on, a hurricane came to his area. All of the houses got demolished and destroyed, except his house. People were wondering, and he himself was asking, why? Why my one? What the action I done behind the scenes that due to it Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saved my house. And he heard someone while he was sleeping, ما نسينا يوم النملة. We did not forget the day of the ant. So as the brother said earlier now, Allah treats people as the slave treats the others. إن الله في عون العبد ما كان العبد في عون أخيه. Allah is in the support of a slave who is in the support of the others. To get all of this, it has to come to my area. It has to come out from my money. It has to come out from my time. So such actions that the initiatives that the Dr. Ahmed and you gathering for, it is in the Islam something very high. And if you think about saving the lives, it's some Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, وَمَن يَقْتُلْ مُؤْمِنًا مُتَعَمِّدًا فَجَزَاؤُهُ جَهَنَّمْ. And Allah given the hadd called the execution of the hirabah. If a person kills someone without any right, what happens? He should be in the Islam, his hand should be tied and should be cut in the opposite direction with the legs. Why? They say because he demolished the construction of Allah, the human being. What if who saves it? وَمَنْ أَحْيَاهَا فَكَأَنَّمَا أَحْيَا النَّاسَ جَمِيعًا. Who gives life to the human being as if he gives life to a person, as he gives life to all of the humanity. What if you provide a service? If you speak about I don't want to take long time, I'm finishing in 2 minutes. If you speak about the charity, we know that the charity extinguish the anger of Allah. We know that the charity gives longer life. We know that the charity will give you the shade in the hereafter. This is a normal one. What about the ongoing and the continuing one? It does not finish. The normal one, if you feed someone, give him a meal. You invite him for food and charity, giving him $20 to buy some food. It finishes after he fulfilled his desire, finished. But come to the continuing one that does not finish, will never finish. Every day and every second and every hour, it gives you more rewards. And it will never finish till the day of judgment. So we encourage each one, think about saving lives. Think about coming before Allah in the day of judgment, and due to your effort and the spreading the message and the contribution, you saved many lives. So this from here, we encourage all of us to participate as much as we can. As Rasulullah ﷺ said, the sadaqah, ما نقص مال من صدقة. The sadaqah, that charity, never diminishes your money and your wealth. It never diminishes, it increases. We believe in Allah. It is part of belief to believe that the charity it increases your wealth. You had 1,000 and you're given 100 out of it, your eye say it's 900, but on the eye of Allah it increases and you will see it. On the other hand, the riba, it demolishes the money. You got more money from interest, 1,000 after 1 year became 1,100. Your eye say it's 1,100, which is more. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says it is demolished. It finishes it off. So we encourage each one to participate generously. Wa jazakumullahu khairan.
Jazakallah. Jazakallah. Again, the call is just the same, and it's a very simple word, and that is that please, please just use your mobile phone and drop some money yourself, and at the same time, just send the messages to your friends around so that they can also contribute as Sadqa Jariyah, continuing charity and cherish certainly here and the hereafter. So now it's my pleasure to invite Mr. Muazzam Shah to come over here, and he will just express his views, and I'm sure it will be taking us onto a different level of understanding the thing, and of course, where we are much elevated, inshallah, for contributions. Muazzam Shah.
Thank you very much. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would just like to say that I was born and raised in the country that 250 million people in this world call home. 150 million out of the 250 million population in Pakistan actually live in rural areas. And 40% of the total population of Pakistan actually live below the poverty line, which means that they don't have access to the world-class appropriate healthcare facilities. There are 46 individuals that lose their lives to cardiac arrest every single hour in the day in my country. With the backdrop of everything that I've said, I just wanted to extend sincere thanks and congratulations to the two doctors who are leading off these two wonderful initiatives, TDC Australia as well as Healthy Heart International, in providing healthcare facilities and creating a positive impact to the lives of underprivileged communities within the country that I come from. So thank you very much for that. I also wanted to acknowledge that these selfless individuals who have really stepped out of their comfort zones in not only contributing their time, but also their effort, their skill set, and their money in creating a very positive health outcome for those underprivileged and underserved population and communities within the Pakistani country. I also wanted to share my experience of working for a wonderful organization called Aspen Medical that was born right here in Canberra 20 years ago. And that organization also has gone above and beyond in the last 20 years in saving lives, not only here in Australia, but also all around the world. A practical demonstration of something that I've personally witnessed during the COVID-19 pandemic, whether it was providing healthcare facilities to the indigenous communities in the remote parts of the United States of America, or managing the supply chain of vaccines in Papua New Guinea, or ramping up the clinical workforce in the public hospitals in UAE, to stepping up a 50-bed COVID emergency surge facility right here in Canberra in just 47 days. So I feel honored, I feel privileged to be a part of that organization. I feel honored and I feel privileged to be here tonight with all of you. And I just wanted to extend once again my sincere thanks to everyone of you who has really joined hands with these two wonderful charities in contributing your time and your effort and your money in providing those healthcare facilities and creating positive healthcare outcomes for the communities in Pakistan. In a lot has been said already, so I'm not going to dwell into it, but just a couple of things. I think in Quran, Allah says that anyone who saves the life of one individual is just like as they have saved the life of entire humanity. So that's a big thing. And that's exactly what these charities are doing. So congratulations to you. There are countless sayings of the Prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him, on this subject. But the one that really strikes me is where he mentioned that when a person dies, everything, all the deeds of that person actually comes to an end with that death, except for three things. And one of the three things that he has mentioned that never ceases even after a person dies is Sadaqah Jariyah. And Sadaqah Jariyah is that continuous spread of the goodness in the society for underprivileged communities that we all are here for today. So congratulations to all of you, and thank you very much once again to this society. I think we all have to do our bit, including myself, in providing support to these underprivileged communities, because all of these contributions will really create a positive impact in the lives of these underprivileged communities. And it will create a positive impact. It will bring a lot of benefit for all of us in the life hereafter. Thank you very much once again.
Jazakallah. Jazakallah, Mohsin Sahab. Thank you very much. And the thing which I've noted certainly is that you reflected on, you save one life, you have saved humanity. And that actually summarizes each and everything. And that is one of the reasons why we are here today. And I'm sure that as the evening will wrap up, and Mohsin, you want to say something? Please come. Yeah. Sure.
I just forgot to mention that, Aspen Medical's Chief Operating Officer, Craig Fitzgerald, has been kind enough to leave his couch and his game that he was watching, which was AFL today between Brisbane and Collingwood. He's a great fan of Brisbane. So he has taken, so it's so kind of you, Craig, for taking the time out and accepting our invitation to come here and join us here tonight. So Craig, for a very brief intro, is the Chief Operating Officer of Aspen Medical. He has actually done a tremendous amount of work in managing mobile health units, something that you guys call hospital on wheels. So this is definitely something we do at Aspen Medical. Craig has been in a leading role to manage that line of service, apart from a lot of philanthropic work. So he is also responsible for the CSR activities of the business. So a lot of philanthropic activities that he is taking a lead of. So I wanted to thank you, Craig, for joining us tonight. And I would love if you come here and say a few words and share your experience, particularly with regards to MSUs with everyone here. Craig Fitzgerald. Thank you, Craig.
Thank you very much, Mohsin. High Commissioner, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the invitation. And as Mohsin has said, we run mobile services all around the world, whether it be in remote Australia, in Africa, in MENA itself. So Aspen Doctor is more than happy to provide you assistance and maybe learn from the mistakes we've made in delivering those things. Because if I could probably use one analogy, it's all around logistics, and they're very expensive pieces of kit. And what we've learned over the years is to if you look after the kit, if you're the vehicles, and we can pass on that information. We're building about 4 or 5 now in different parts of the world, and I've just given you a link to a supplier in the Netherlands who's very charitable around these events. So look forward to our discussions, and it's a great cause, and Aspen Medical will be proud to help in whatever way we can. Thank you.
Kind words. And just realizing that here is a man who has given up the final of AFL just to be here, because I think that what runs in the blood of all of us Australians is the grand finals of AFL and the rugby competitions. And thank you very much for being here. Now, one thing which I can share here, and I'm proud of it, is my service to Australian health through therapeutic goods administration. I was actually in export medicine section, and all the medicines which used to go to outer side of the world from Australia, and ESPN was one of the great part of that all work which we are doing. So thank you very much, Espen. You certainly are kind, and certainly that we would like to see more and more contribution in Pakistan from Espen as well. Thank you, Mausam, and thank you very much, Sir. So the next one is, that is why we are here today, right? And that is pledges. Please open your hearts. One of the things which we have been saying is that whenever you come to such evenings, come empty stomach, but full of money in your pockets. And when you go, it should be just the opposite, right? That is to say, full stomach and empty whatever you have, including your heart also, so that Dr. Ahmed Shah can run the HOW project, and as well as TDC could run, make the dreams realize that yes, this can be done. And I'm sure one of the things which I like with Nike is certainly a tick saying, yes, it can be done. So please, I'll now invite Sheikh Mohammed Fauzi, is already here, or you have been there. And I think that this part have we already gone through, or you want them again to come? Right? Okay. Yeah, please come. Do you want the same part to run through?
Yeah. We need the Sheikh is there, or
Yeah.
Yeah. Please come along. Have a mic. So pledges is work is you want to pledge for the donation, and the forms are there. You can do many ways. We encourage do online. I think the form is online, so you can fill yourself. Our youth team will help as well with a QR code, small link, and you can scan from here as well. And I give it to. But just what we want you to do, you already paid for the ticket and somebody already donated. You can donate two ways. We have. Thank you. We have our team is on the floor. They have a pause. This is the first opportunity which we call you pay now and you start your reward from this moment onward. But you can also pledge and pay later, whatever the way suits you. You can do bank transfer. You can pay online. We can come to you as well. We'll bring the team with you, us as well. So we have a team together while you're paying. And you decide the terms, what your heart says, and how you make it happen. So the papers on the there as well. If you prefer the pencil way, we can correct you there as well. So please, this is the time. And if you have any question as well, a panel is here to help. We try to make your understanding first what you're paying for, and we also want you to, because this is an ongoing project, and I want Dr. Ahmed come here as well, because he's the bride for the party.
Yeah.
And a groom for the party.
Yeah,
Both of them.
all right. Is it hermaphrodite?
Tell a little bit about the budget as well, because we can talk about it. So, very expensive. Not expensive for Australians.
It's certainly not. Certainly not. Please.
I was going
Yeah.
to say it's very expensive for our poor.
Yeah.
For my poor country. So these are some of the numbers from getting from different companies and from people.
Can you go on that side so that people can?
So the vehicle cost, again, it depends on whether we are doing bus or truck or how many clinics. And so the minimum requirement cost, average, which our dream is,
if you don't mind, thank you.
our dream is to be, a fully, with all the clinics, labs, X-ray, pathology, even accommodation for staff and doctors when we travel to remote areas. So at least we can stay on the truck or on the bus. The budget goes up, but this is the minimum cost for the vehicle. So again, then depend on how sometimes when you live in Western countries, the finish, the look, you start looking into all these things, especially when you are doing intervention, you want to get the best result and the artery look beautiful. So that's what, when you're looking for a beautiful truck with beautiful setting, the cost goes significantly. But this is the minimum $23,000 just for the cosmetic, inert cosmetic. Next slide, please. So lab equipment, again, if you start with very basic, this is a basic thing, very basic, just looking for checking their full blood count, kidney function, electrolyte, liver function. This is just for a small lab on board. Next, please. So again, furniture, it's around 5 to 10,000, depend on the type of furniture you want for the truck. Again, the cost can goes up, but all we want, some basic stuff to start with. The next one, inshallah, which will be like a full hospital with the best equipment, then a poor person can feel that he is getting the service similar to the one can get in Aga Khan. Next one, please. So medicine is not a big issue in Pakistan because the price is not that it's not expensive, but ongoing cost is an issue. Like as I said, for simple aspirin clopidogrel, which is a 2 blood thinner for one person for 6 months, is $25. So if you are treating, every day 100, 200, 300, everything adds up. So this is the cost for medicine and the fridge.
If somebody wants to, a group of people or wants them, you can take care of the one expense as well. That's a great idea.
Yes. So I was going to share the cost and then ask you, what would you like? Do you want to sponsor our pathology? Would you like to buy a small pathology machine for us? Would you like to buy an X-ray machine for us? Would you like to buy furniture for us? Would you like to buy ultrasound for us? Echo machine or simple vascular ultrasound? So whatever you would like to donate, that will be again Sadqa Jariya. So the machine, till the life of the machine, how many patients we treat, you got equal share in that. So think about your akhira.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that the money is not very high. As a matter of fact, when the first slide showed that 64,000 to get the vehicle, I think that if 64 people among our friends, not in Canberra only, but rest, they can just pitch in $1,000 each, that $64,000 can be there within 1 week time. And the other figures are hardly 6,000, 8,000, that perhaps, we can start just campaigning for it straight away. And with the end of this evening, I want to see that people do pledge at least 20,000 or more from this hall, so that things could look rosy.
People are in the corner can help you to scan the QR code to do a platform. Platform is your commitment, as I said, to come. Whatever your heart says, you can commit, and all you have to do, open your mobile is a small form. You can fill it in, and you can make whatever.
Just please. Yeah, that's what we need.
You can also raise your hand as well.
Yes, brother. We start with simple hadith. Rasulullah was in Tabuk. They needed money urgently. And then he ﷺ encouraged and said, who is ready to equip in the army? Sayyidina Uthman ibn Affan said, I'm ready. With 100 full equipment. And then Rasulullah ﷺ encouraged again, who is ready to equip more? Sayyidina Uthman said, 100 more. And he asked it again. He said, 100 more. The point I'm highlighting here, most of us, when it comes to the charity, we say, I do it secretly, which is, we agree all about this. But do not forget that Allah says in the Quran, الَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ أَمْوَالَهُمْ بِاللَّيْلِ وَالنَّهَارِ سِرًّا وَعَلَانِيَةً. They spend their money in the day and at night. What does it mean? Publicly and secretly. سِرًّا وَعَلَانِيَةً. More affirmative. Secretly, no one knows. And publicly, in front of everyone. So we ask now, this is our target. It is not big. If we all come together, we asking now, who is ready to sponsor a vehicle by himself? Not required to be today. Take it in the year to sponsor, and again it will be deducted from your tax. You claim it, and then you get amount around 30%. If I don't forget about it. So who is ready to sponsor? Why we hitting so high? We hitting so high to encourage the others. And what we were planning, Allah will give us better. But come together and come forward. And if a group of brothers, 3 brothers, 5 brothers can equip the whole vehicle, 63,000, they will open. And anything coming after them from this night and every night till the day of judgment, they will have reward. Why? Because they started this initiative. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will never forget that they came forward and they started such initiative. Now, say it publicly and come to your intention and say it's sincere for Allah. We need 5 people to sponsor a vehicle. Who is ready, brother?
Yeah.
Bismillah.
Bismillah. Bismillah.
The figure is
64,000.
Yes.
64,000. Anyone? 64,000. You can join hands with others to make sure that it comes to 64,000. 3 or 4 people, 5 people, 10 people can join hands. And just write it on the pledge form that this is the money each of us will be contributing. And then I've got here good news. Rashid Khan, owner of Khan Super IGA and Altitude 1148 restaurant, has just donated $10,000. So perfectly round of applause for such a generous thing. And that's what we want to. We want to hear more and more from this hall. Please, please do commit yourself and send the good news to us. And these are flowing in. $1,000 has come. That is US dollar. 1,000 US dollar has come from Dr. Khalid Ahmed from USA. So again, a round of applause for such a generous man. And I want to see one of the pledges do coming in 4 figures to me, please, from this hall.
Yes, brother, Bismillah. Who is ready for 20K? We are not asking now about a whole vehicle by a group of brothers. We're asking about 20K. He can take it in the whole year. Every month, 1,500. Who is ready to do that? And it will be given back to him, 30% of it. Means he will be donating every month 1,000. We have DGR, alhamdulillah, so you can claim for the tax. Who is ready for 20K, brothers, in the from now until for 1 year ahead? Who is ready? I know some brothers, they think about it, but believe me, once you raise your hand, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept it, inshallah, and all the money collected later will come in your pocket as well. Not the pocket, not the physical, in the day of judgment, inshallah. Who is ready, brothers?
So we pledge as Aspen Medical, and I've just got a message from Craig. From Aspen Medical, we are pledging 10,000. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Craig.
Yeah. Anybody else? 4 figure only. Now coming to 1,000 only. Please raise your hands. My sisters are sitting here. Brothers are sitting here. Please, please, please raise your hand for $1,000 donation.
My charity will donate $10,000.
Yeah. So Mustafa Chaudhry, your contribution is already here. Have you marked that? How much is $1,000 for Mustafa Chaudhry Sahab? Please pray that he gets the reward and a continuing reward too. Yes, please. Yeah, please send. $10,000 from. Can you announce yourself, please?
$10,000 from my charity towards my hospital on wheel.
Inshallah. Who else, brothers, coming with 5K? We drop it down. 5K.
Yes, please. Please come forward. Please come forward,
Yes,
if you don't mind.
donated $2,000. He just paid.
Yeah, mashallah, mashallah. Jazakallah.
5,000, 5K.
5K.
Each month, 500.
Yes. 500 is the call.
Each month.
I start here from my son. I've received a message, $500. Salik Ali is the name. Anybody else? Anybody else, please? Just come and break this glacier. $500 is the call. 500, 500, 500. My brother Fayaz, Mumtaz Fayaz has just donated $500. He runs 7-Eleven in one of the suburbs of Canberra. Please, wild applause for Mr. Fayaz Mumtaz. Yes, please, 500. 500 is the call. Yes, please. Coming down. Ah, yes.
Dr. Waqas donated 5,000 already.
5,000, and I saw that there were $3,000. What was Minnat? Yes, three brothers joined hands, and that's what I was saying earlier to you, that each are just contributing $1,000, so that the collective donation from Mr. Atif and two of his friends was $3,000. So please applause, generous applause for the generous action from these three. Yes, please, 500 is the call. 500, 500. Don't miss this opportunity. It won't come back to you.
If one brother doesn't want to announce it, write it or tell any one of the brothers who is standing next to you, and he will tell us. If you want to make it anonymous, it is your right, but tell one of the brothers.
Yes, please. 500, 500. What is your?
Yeah. 500.
Yeah.
Another one, 500 more. May Allah give back 3. Third one. Who else, brother?
How much?
One brother there on the brother Na'man is here. 500 more.
Yeah. Sheikh was
Brother
yes.
Yasser, may Allah accept.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Brother, mashallah, brother Mushtaq and brother Saeed, 500 each.
And I have a good news from UK here now. Mr. Abdul Jalil, who is CEO of AFJ Limited, that is CEO AFJ Limited UK, has just donated £5,000. 5,000 British pounds. Such a great contribution. Thank you very much, brother, Mr. Abdul Jalil. May Allah reward you and continuously reward you for this kind of act, kindness act.
Yes, brother. Rasulullah said that charity will give you the shade in the hereafter. In this day, which is very hot and the sun very close to the head. And it is in hadith 1 mile. And the narrator said, we do not know whether it is the mile on the distance or the mile that the ladies used to use to put the kohl on the eyes. Anyway, it is very close. And in this day, people sweating so much. But the people who give in charity more, it will make the shade for them. There will be no problem. They will be in peace, inshallah. Such contribution we do. If we think about what we spend on the mobile phones, on the data, what we spend on the cars, what we spend on our daily life, on the fines we pay every year, 500, it is not a big deal. So we ask just 500, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will replace it. Allah will put barakah, and it will increase the money. Rasulullah said, مَا نَقَصَتْ صَدَقَةٌ مِّن مَالٍ. And in another narration, مَا نَقَصَ مَالٌ مِّن صَدَقَةٍ. Money never been diminished from the charity. Another narration, charity never diminished the money. So brothers, 500 is simple, inshallah. Who else is ready?
Sorry, here's another donation of $1,000 to TDC, and this is from Baba Purse, and the reference is Baba Warik Saab. Thank you very much, Baba Warik Saab, for this kindness, for this wonderful act of kindness. So kind of you, and inshallah, we all pray that all of us will be rewarded, no matter that, whatever certainly we have been doing in other facets of our life. But this is one thing. Just imagine Just imagine a mother who has got herself this killer disease and she doesn't find the energy to just get up early in the morning to make our kids ready for schools. Certainly, we can come to the rescue to that situation. And just imagine a father who has got this disability to an extent that he's come to a level whereby he's unable to walk because of the kidney problems, because of the heart problem, which leads, diabetes leads into it. Certainly, this family can be helped. And our help is simple, that if we say we are giving $1,000 or $500, that will, when translate into Pakistani money, certainly will make at least, 50,000 or 100,000. So please, brother, anyone with 500, anyone with 500? Yes, please, your name, sorry. Suhail Kidwai, thank you very much for $500 donation. Thank you very much. Yes, it should keep coming, please. Yeah. 500. We can go to $400 from here, right? Okay. Yes, yes, sure.
So, I would like to make one announcement from TDC Australia. So we'll join Dr. Ahmed. So TDC Australia will be donating for this project $20,000.
500 from Aslan Nabi.
500 more from brother
Aslan.
Yes, brothers, please down 500, 400.
Yeah, 400 now. 400. Anybody with $400? Yes, please come. Please come. 400. Sisters, I haven't heard anything from your side. Please, please, please come forward. 400. 400. Now, should I come back to 300 now? Should I come back? Anybody saying yes? So the call is now 300 only. Come on, when we go out, say for example, with a family to Sydney, these days, one night accommodation is more than $200 or $250. So $300 would mean that if you are planning to go for 7 days, it will reduce to perhaps 6 days only, but the kind of joy and the reward you'll go, because you have just given up that 1 day pleasure in giving 300, a different kind of pleasure, honestly speaking, and much more rewarding, definitely. So the call is now 300 only. 300. Anybody? 300. Anybody with 300, please? Yes, please. Brother Aftab, Jazakallah, Jazakallah, $300 from Brother Aftab.
300.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, brothers, we come down. It is 250. Who is ready?
250. There is one. And your name, sorry. Yes. What's that? Muhammad Balaj, $250. Jazakallah. Thank you very much. So kind of you. So kind of you. Every dollar will count. Every penny will certainly count. And we have seen that people are donating from USA. People are donating from Britain. I'm sure the people, friends in Australia are no less than that. And Canberra happens to be the most affluent city of Australia. So why can't we reflect that, yes, we are an affluent city and our hearts are more generous than the other people, from Pakistan or any other one, right, of the country who has got a human heart, definitely.
But let's take the opportunity what brother Mushtaq done for his son, for the intention of his son. He started it. I take it from him for my son Abdullah 250.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah.
Who continue it? Brother
Yeah.
Shahan, Abu Dhar 250.
Abu Dhar.
Who takes it from Brother Shahan? Brother Nu'man. What's the name? Sarah. Who is ready to take it from Brother Nu'man? Yes, brothers, 250. For the name of your son. If you have 2 sons, 250 each. Yes, brothers.
Yeah. 250, 250 is the call. Yes, please.
And then each one 250. Allah, mashallah.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
From the sister, from Hamdan and Zainal Bayan. Yes, brothers
Yeah.
and sisters.
I mean, I don't want to emphasize in that way, but honestly speaking, just imagine the kind of commitment this man who's standing there, Dr. Ahmed Khan. It's not easy that you just pack your suitcase from here instead of perfumes and all those luxurious items just with the stands and other related things for heart attack, remedy and all that. So, and he has been doing it for last so many years. So our $250 should be taken just as a thank you to Dr. Sahab for continuously doing it. So I want more hands. I want more hands for $250. $250 one night accommodation, not here, but definitely, it will give you reward hereafter as well. 250, I found one. Thank you. Thank you.
250 for the late parents, for the grandfathers and the great grandfathers.
Yes.
Brother, mashallah.
250.
More from Brother Shahad. Brothers, even you can do on behalf of the whole ummah, but just do it, bismillah. Who is ready? 250.
Anyone? Yes, please. Yes, please. Don't let us come down to 200, please, yet. Please, another one or two from the hall for 250. Yes, two of them again, right? Okay, one or two from 250. Two of them, right? Okay. Yeah, good news that we have now up to 85,000. Big round of applause to yourself. And pat your own backs. I won't do it because I didn't contribute that much, but you have done it. And that is the key of this evening, success of this evening. So it's come down to now only 200. What is Muhammad Ali doing? What are you doing? Why only 200, right? Why not increase it again? But 200, 200, please. 200, mashallah. Sister's name, please. Aziza, $200. Yes, please. How many 200s? 200s, 200s, 200s. $200. $200 is not a big deal, I'm sure. We can still, have a few more $200 from the hall.
The brothers, mashallah, see the potential in the hall and they say that we need to push it up and we want to widen the face of Dr. Ahmed when he goes, and it is his locality and we stood next to him. What a good initiative, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward us all. We want to reach today, brothers and sisters, to achieve 100K.
Yeah. So we are already at 85,000 and it's not a big deal. Your pledges, you can write your pledges. Pledges can start as small as $100 or it can go to any amount which you can think of. But please don't leave this hall with kind of feeling though that I had an opportunity and I didn't come up to that opportunity to avail it. So please, this is my heartfelt request. I bow down in front of you to say that please, please contribute, no matter how small it is. So $100 the call now. 100. How many hundreds? 10 hundreds will make 1,000. $100. Anyone? Anyone? Or just write the pledges so that we reach up to $100,000 for this night, please. Anyone you reckon that when you will tap his or her shoulder, when you leave this hall, immediately he'll transfer $100 to your account because you have committed on behalf of that person here. $100 is not a big deal. Yes? $1,000, Mr. First. Jazakallah. 87,000.
We believe and we all know each one of us has big circle. We now asking for the responsibility. We are not forcing you. We're asking how much each one of us can raise from his circle. Please intention, not compulsory, but we need to reach to 100K. If we ask each one of us how much can we get from our close friends, and might be the families, anyone you know, anyone you have connection with, to ask him and to raise some money from him. We ask him now who is ready to raise from his circle to take the responsibility in this year, in the next, from now till the next August, to raise 2,000. Take responsibility, try it. If it works, alhamdulillah. If it doesn't work, Allah rewarded you with the intention. It is not hypocrisy. The hypocrisy is many people they misunderstand that. They said, I don't want to take the responsibility. If it doesn't work, Allah punished me. No. If you are genuine on the time you say, yes, I'm ready, it is not hypocrisy. If something changes, some parameters changes, the situation is different case. Who is ready, brothers, to take responsibility for the coming year for 2,000? Raise your hand and say, I'm ready. Who is ready, brother?
There is a good news to share. Dr. Saima Pracha has just donated $1,000. Thank you very much from the core of my heart, doctor. Thank you very much. Yes, please. Yes. 5,000, another 5,000 from, so we are already crossed how much? 90,000, another 94, another 6,000 to go, because I know that we are waiting for the dinner to come. I'm also feeling hungry. Yeah, help me, help me.
Brother Yasser, how much?
Honestly speaking,
2,000.
yeah,
Now,
2,000.
we are
Another
96.
2,000, mashallah. 96.
In the coming year, brothers, who is ready to raise?
Yes,
How much,
please.
sister? How much?
$4,000. Mashallah, mashallah, jazakallah, jazakallah.
Brothers and sisters, before we finish, who else is ready?
Capping.
Take the responsibility
Capping.
of raising 2,000 in the next year. From your connection, ask them. If you might not pay anything single dollar, but raise it and encourage them and contact Dr. Ahmed and the team. Who else is ready?
Honestly speaking, this is extension of my thought, what my brother is saying here. I never ever in the past have seen this approach, that you are not bound. Simply, you are just having one thing in the heart, that inshallah, 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 I'll be able to raise $2,000 for Dr. Ahmed's work in the coming year. No matter, you couldn't do, right? There is no obligation, right? So please, if you can do that, just whisper in one of the ears over here. Yeah, $500. Dr. Asjad has given 100,000 rupees, $500.
The same initiative. Who else is ready to raise 2,000 in the next year from his connections? He might not pay single dollar, but he is trying his best to raise 2,000 from his connections.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes,
let me share that the story of big cities. We live here.
MashaAllah.
$2,000.
Brother Abdullah, 2,000 in the next year.
Brother Abdullah Kansari, $2,000, and I wish to add one sentence here. Brother Abdul Haq is very dear and near to us in Canberra. He runs what's called as Salam Pakistan. Salam Pakistan is a great group which is just bringing people together. Just bringing people together. Jazakallah, Jazakallah. Sorry. MashaAllah, 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 MashaAllah. Allahu Akbar.
When I hear the figures, I see that some states reached 150K. Why not we are in Canberra, where we have Dr. Ahmed, and we know him very well. All of us, we have connection with him. Why not to whiten his face? Let's raise it, brothers and sisters. Who else is ready to raise 2,000 in the next year?
Yeah, and
who else, brothers, sisters? Believe me, Allah.
yes, Brother Aftab is saying that he'll raise $2,000 for the project.
How much are we now?
100,000. We are above. No, definitely it has gone above $100,000. Right. What's the total now? But I think that yes, 100. It should be 105,000, but it's still it can be done more, right? And please come forward. One of the things which I wanted to say that imagine when all the facilities are available for transport and all that in big urban settings in Pakistan. Just imagine a family which is far distant from all these modern vehicles and all that, and cars cannot go there. If someone is raising the flag that yes, I will do it, just support me, then basically is asking for a very small part, and that is that because we have money, here we are, whatever we can give. So please, please, please just register that if you wish to raise $1,000 during the year, please raise your hand. $2,000. 105,000. Yes, please.
Didn't tell you the end of the story of Sayyidina Uthman when Rasulullah asked him 3 times. He was encouraging in the way of the book, and he equipped 300 camels with all the equipment and the weapons. And at the end, Rasulullah said, "Look at this and comprehend it very well." He said, "ما ضر عثمان ما عمل بعد اليوم." Whatever Uthman is doing from sins after this day, I'm not gonna harm him. It is forgiving the sins and in standing before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you had left something behind you. Think about the ongoing charity. If you've been given the opportunity to live 60 years working to save the people and get them surviving and giving the life to others, it is something so considerable. But think about you die and the work is still going till the day of judgment. Wallahi, we will be in so much need for such actions. There was a case, a person died before his friend, and he came to him on the dream, and he found him, he is pale, and his shape is not is angry. And he asked him, "What happened to you?" He didn't answer. And later on, he came after months, he came to him again on the dream, he found him happy. He said, "What happened to you?" He said, "When I came to you the first time, my major sins, I would weigh the good deeds with a small margin. And I was in the books of the hellfire, the enemies of the hellfire. But when a person passed and he driven past, he walked past the grave, he raised his hand and he made long dua. Out of this long dua, I taken few rewards that it changed my situation to be in the Jannah. Do not wait in the hereafter until you get stuck. We do not know. Do it for yourself. It's ongoing charity. You bring the money and the people will be work behind and they will be working on your behalf. And Allah is the responsible to give you the reward. Brothers, we need to reach the target today, 128,000. We are 105. Who else is ready to get it done? Who is ready to take responsibility of any number? 1,500, 700. Who else is ready, brothers?
So I think my promise to you guys is that none of your single dollar, a cent will be wasted. You will be going straight to the patient, to poor people. That's my promise. And I always spend my personal money on my traveling and shipment and everything out of pocket. So your money is 100%, Allah is Gawah. It will be spent on the patient. And the system that is in place, we had Mufti in the hospital. They come when a patient arrives to the hospital, we do their assessment. Is he eligible a fully 100% free of cost treatment? So they get free treatment. 75% people get free treatment. I do regular clinic. Dr. Israr comes, he does the clinic. So we know each other since 2015, work together. We started the dialysis project. So my promise is that yours, not a single dollar will be wasted. So that's my promise.
My name is Mansoor Syed. I just want to carry further the last point you were making. You have won the heart of the people, and it's very obvious. And also the TDC, probably the same thing. But there's a return from you, which is, my suggestion is required. while you can promise all the goodwill that I will do everything, that every dollar is spent correctly. And we have a trust. That's why people are sitting here. Because it is a long-term project, it's not going to end tomorrow. You need to create an evidence and a confidence in providing those returns back to the people who are actually having trust in you. And then I would suggest, whenever you are ready for that one, we call the same meeting again, and you provide the evidence of what you have done it. And that evidence will create the confidence, which is better than a trust. Thank you.
Thank you, Mansoor Saab. Thank you, Mansoor Saab. I really appreciate your commit, and we always try our level best that we can do maximum. And what you people are doing, what you people are donating, it should go to the patients or people, and you will get the proof of that. So the best way to get the proof of that, I need all of you that please share your email addresses, mobile numbers, and you have a website, you have QR codes, everything. And we're going to send you newsletters and every project, everything which is done there, it will be there and you will be getting all information. I know it is very hard to give you all the information in one sitting, but you will be getting regular emails, you will be getting regular messages, and that will update you that what we are doing and where this truck is going and where this project is going on. And being the member board of director of TDC Pakistan, myself, Mustafa Chaudhry, we always watching from here. I go there in Pakistan, I do the clinic same like Dr. Ahmed is doing. We make sure that every penny, every dollar, every the pound, whatever people are donating, it should go to the deserving people. We'll make sure, and it will happen, inshallah. And as Dr. Ahmed mentioned, that we don't spend a single dollar on ourselves. We are going everywhere in Australia, all our team, we're just paying from all our pocket. We never take a single administration dollar for ourselves, all our team. Not me, not Dr. Ahmed, not other people. So inshallah, if you share the email addresses, and you will get the newsletters, and you will get all the updates that what the project is now at this stage, what is going on happen now, today, tomorrow, every day. And it will be a long-term process. It's not something which is going to finish now. We have existing hospitals in Islamabad. We are going to build hospital in Lahore. Karachi, we already purchased the land, and we have building already. We're establishing hospital there. So all the rural areas in all provinces of Pakistan, they will be linked to the main hospitals. And we are not going to only do the hospital on wheels project one day, like we do the medical, medical camp there and then leave that. No, we are going to screen those patients, those who need advanced level care, they need a hospital care. We link that patients to our main hospitals. And we are going to use the same software which is being used in hospital and also in our clinics. So those patients will be regularly registered. Those who are Zakat qualified, they will be getting the Zakat treatment according to Sharia law. So we have all the system in place. If you want to see, you can visit our website. So you can see the website here, TDC website, Pakistan, TDC website, Australia, all over the world, and you will get all the information there. Thank you very much.
So just want to add one thing more. I love my Canberra community. I so proud of you guys are trusting me, and you guys are all here for me. That's a big proud. I love you guys, and that's my promise. I will deliver. I will deliver. It's not, there is no politics. Inshallah, I will deliver. And one day, inshallah, I'll take these young people to come with me in the bus to serve and help. These young boys, I'll take, inshallah, one day.
Dr. Ahmed, we
That's
also
my
got,
promise.
one more pledge from Fahid Chaudhry, son of Mustafa Chaudhry, donated $2,000. Raheel. Okay, can you update the Raheel word there? Also want to share I spent 4 days in TDC Islamabad, and I don't want to make a long speech, we already heard. But the guy who's behind the idea, Dr. Asjad Hamid, I spent a time, just a small thing. We finished around 9:30 in the night. We were working there with the IT department. Wonderful experience, dynamic team. And we could not find the dinner there because we were so busy. The canteen was closed. And that guy took us from the hospital all the way, fed us at his place in the middle of night, around 11:30. And I heard this story. I will really encourage if you get a chance. There's a beautiful documentary made by how he started this hospital. He worked there, and his own living does not come from the time he spent there. It's a great story to know. He makes his living with working outside with the telehealth, but the whole hospital from scratch he built with the donation of people like you. So same with I work with the Dr. Star, and I just want to, I know sometimes we have to highlight, sometimes we hide our good deed, but sometimes we highlight to encourage. The time he spent is between, he's getting ready for his office and after the budget. That's the time he devoted for the TDC Australia, and that's inspired me a lot. So thank you very much, Doctor, doing the work. And I really appreciate we came first time ACT, and we are very much blessed with the crowd like that. Thank you very much. Enjoy your meal while we also acknowledge some of the volunteers who are hosting the whole event. We will give them the certificate of acknowledgement. So come along, Dr. Igo, and I'm there, and
we should thank him. He just arrived from Pakistan this morning, and then he came straight to Canberra. We really appreciate. Thank you.
Shafkat Bhai is, I haven't seen people like him. He's so much devoted. For last, I think, maybe three nights, he could not sleep. He could not catch his first flight. He was coming from Sri Lanka. He took another flight, which is Thai airline. And yesterday, when we were preparing all these flights, he was sitting at the airport and doing all this work. And he reached today, and only 1 hour is spent at home, and he's here. So this is the contribution from
We should be happy that Allah chose us for this one.
Thank you, Shafkat Bhai. So kind.
That is no doubt in it. There is no doubt in it. So what's the next on?
I think while they're having dinner, we can
okay.
Enjoy your meal while we are also want to acknowledge. We want in between the meal, bites. It's good to eat slowly so you can clap while we.
Yeah,
We want your more company, and so.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. Yes. No, because when we do forum Australia, we keep things going, feeding and all that. But right, okay. So just show me, give it to me. Everything is here. All right. So now it's time for acknowledgements, ladies and gentlemen. And the first name here is my wonderful friend, Mr. Mosam Shah. I would request him to come over here and just receive his certificate of recognition and thanks. Yeah, can I request Excellency Zaid Hafiz Chaudhry Sahab to come over here, and it will be an honor if we can just hand in the certificate.
I think let's also have the seat.
Yes, sure. That's very true. That's very true.
Thank you,
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You stay.
I know that you are thinking. Inshallah. So the next name is Mr. Mustafa Husni. Mustafa Husni Sahab, please come over here.
You put it on me. Yeah.
Our next Acknowledgement goes to, with deepest regards, the Diabetic Center extends its heartfelt appreciation to His Excellency Mr. Zahid Hafiz Chaudhry for all of the services rendered by Zahid and all the work which is being done at the High Commission. So kind of. Next one, please.
Next.
Sheikh Muhammad Qazi. What a motivation! What a motivation! Directly coming from Hearth. Jazakallah. Jazakallah. Please. Oh yes, definitely. The next one, please. Well, as I said to you earlier, one of the community members here who has been doing the community work for more than 25 years is Mr. Javed Bhatt. I request him to come forward and receive just a small recognition of your humongous work which you have been doing over the years.
Can you swap the mic? So, thank you.
Jazakallah. Jazakallah. Koi shak nahi. Koi shak nahi. Next one, please. Next. Mr. Rashid Khan is the call now. Mr. Rashid Khan.
No, he's not here.
He is not here. Next one. Mr. Shahid Iqbal, not here again. No, that's fine. Mr. Abdul Jalil.
He's from UK now.
Yeah. We are acknowledging all of the well-wishers and donors which have made difference tonight. Yeah. The sponsor, platinum sponsorship by Mr. Jalil, and then platinum is sponsorship by Mr. Waqas Ashraf, who runs two pharmacies here. If you go into the Dalkanan Mall from LD side, the first thing on your left will be Mr. Waqas's MCAL chemist.
Actually, this could have gone to your wife.
No, one of the things, just allow me, Waqas. I don't want to embarrass you, honestly speaking, because there is an organization helping your city. Waqas told me when COVID was here, right, that he wants to go and just vaccinate homeless people. And of course, that project is always remembered by Early Morning Center, who is the hub for homeless people. Thank you very much, Waqas, for that.
He's one of my patients, but he's not here.
Mr. Frank Minato, yes, you want to say something?
Frank Minato is one of my patients. He just had second heart attack a month ago. He had a bypass surgery last week, and after surgery, he said, "I want to donate. You saved my life, and you go and save many more lives." So he donated me $3,000.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. The next one. The next one is nobody less than Dr. Ahmed Khan. Do we know him? No. Do we know Dr. Ahmed Khan? Please come forward.
Such a blessing to have you around.
Yes, sure. No doubt. Thank you, and Jazakallah.
We have a young man, Mustafa Chaudhry.
Mustafa Chaudhry.
Yeah. I will make an announcement for Uncle Mustafa. He's the one who donated the big block of land in Saiwal.
MashaAllah.
And this hospital is
MashaAllah.
going to build on his land.
MashaAllah.
And he's not only donated the land, but he donated a lot for the hospital building. It will be more than $100,000. Thank you, Mustafa. Thank you very much.
मुस्तफा साहब से मेरी पुरानी याद अल्लाह है, और जितनी मर्तबा मैं सिडनी गया बस में अदब के लिहाज से, उर्दू लिटरेचर के लिहाज से आपको वहाँ पाया, और आपकी शीरीनी, अल्फाज की शीरीनी मुझे हमेशा याद है। थैंक यू। जी शो
ये मैं आपसे जी उर्दू में बात करूंगा, क्योंकि मैं ऐसा चाहता हूं कि ये आप ही ये जब इन्होंने लैंड डोनेट की और हॉस्पिटल का वो फाउंडेशन स्टोन ले हो रहा था, तो द डॉक्टर्स दे सेंड मी अ पिक्चर, उन्हें भेजी कि जी ये हम कह रहे हैं, डॉक्टर अहमद खान वाज आल्सो देयर। तो मैंने वो ट्वीट की कि जी ये बड़ा अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं पाकिस्तानी ऑस्ट्रेलियन, पाकिस्तान में ये हॉस्पिटल बना रहे हैं। ये मैं वजह आपको बता इसलिए रहा हूँ कि देयर इज ऑलवेज अ रीजन टू डू एंड देयर इज ऑलवेज एन एक्सक्यूज नॉट टू डू समथिंग। तो बहुत सारे लोगों ने उसकी तारीफ की, लेकिन मैं खास तौर पे जो कोई क्रिटिकल कमेंट हो उसे मैं जरूर देखता हूँ। तो एक साहब ने कहा, उसने कहा कि जी ये क्या बात है जी, ये आप खुद भी पंजाबी हैं और ये साहिवाल में ही हॉस्पिटल भी बन रहा है। अच्छा, फिर किसी और एक साहब ने कहा, उन्होंने कहा कि जी जरूरत तो ज्यादा बलूचिस्तान में है, हॉस्पिटल ये साहिवाल में बन रहा है। लेकिन सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग एक और, उन्होंने कहा जी हाई कमिश्नर साहब, ये पीछे सारी जो है वो हमें ये तो ग्रीन फील्ड नजर आ रही है खेतों में, ये इन्हें बनाने की इजाजत किसने दे दी? तो कहने का मेरा मकसद ये है जी कि अपने हिस्से की शमा जलाते रहा करें। प्लीज नेवर गेट डिस्करेज बाय द डिस्ट्रैक्टर्स।
या अपने हिस्से की शमा जलाते रहिए। हाँ। नेक्स्ट, ACT orthopedic. ACT orthopedic is the next person. Yes, please come forward, please.
So, Zafar Sadiq is a very good friend. He is orthopedic surgeon. Alhamdulillah, we Pakistani, we are doing very well in Canberra. We got 2 cardiologists, we got a physician, we got nephrologist, and a great orthopedic surgeon. From his clinic, he donated $5,000. I'll take his.
Now we're inviting 3 brothers. I think friends.
They
Yes,
are
please, the next one.
friends.
Oh, Rana Atif Nisar, Uzair Shah, and Rana OS. Any one of them or all 3 of them, please come. With a message that keep doing what you did now. Please. The next is Mr. Sayan Ali.
They are all volunteers.
They are all volunteers. Please. Who's the next one? Shazeen Ali. Wow, she is a promise. Excellent, excellent. Yes, please. Next is Zahirul Islam. Oh, please behind it. Yeah, he has been active in so many different fields. I've seen him in Sydney, I've seen him here.
ये मैंने इनके बारे में बताना था, he is a very successful engineer and enjoys excellent reputation as a thorough professional. लेकिन ये साथ मीडिया का भी करते हैं, community work भी करते हैं, but he is an asset for the community.
The next one is Mr. Master Aris Khan. Oh,
Must be a very proud father.
definitely will be coming to our start. Have to be in the center. Aris Khan.
We give it mine, but we'll make it.
Thank you. Thank you. The next one, please. Yeah, Mr. Shafqat Ali. Thank you. No one knows him. No one knows him. He is a good friend of mine, and he has done some small little work. He has done great. The next one, no, Jayaghat is already done. Yeah, Adil Bhatti. Adil Bhatti is not here. He did work. Yeah. Yeah. And Mr. Ali Chima.
Mr. Ali Chima, he's the, I would say that when we started TDC, so he's the person who was doing all the things from behind, and he's a real strength for me. And whenever I'm doing any event, if he's there, I'll help you anytime. Thank you very much, anyway. Always there.
My next recipient is. This one. I really don't know. Really, somebody get here.
I'm really thankful for Muhammad Ali Bhai. He has done a great job, mashallah. I guess even is successful, I would say because of him. Mostly. Thank you very much. So kind of you.
One of the things which I wish to bring to fore is that this is, honestly speaking, in my 32 years life in Canberra, the team which has taken the flag in their hands that we will do it is composed of so many young people. So many young people, and that means that the promise is more than doubled when the life spontaneity is in your hands. And inshallah, we are all proud of you. Thank you for coming to Canberra. Please. Mr. Asghar Nabi. Wow! The great contributor of the night. Double applause for him, please. Then Sayyid Shahan Shah. MashaAllah. न सिर्फ शाहान नहीं है, शाहान है शाह, माशाअल्लाह. The next one to go, Mr. Arbab Ahmed.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Big clap for him. The next one is Mr. Muhammad Noman. Then Dr. Abdul Qudus, is he here? Dr. Abdul Qudus, one of the pillars of medical community in Canberra. Dr. Abdul Qudus is not here, but his efforts are highly appreciated. Zahid Khan is not here. No, Zahid Khan. Anyone? Zahid? No. Ahmed Farooq. They all contribute. Yeah, Hamdan Ahmed Farooq. Wow, that's great.
He's here. Right.
That's a good idea. We did the rehearsal very well. Now we give the real sheet. Wow, that's great. Yeah, but it's my honor and pleasure. Thank you very much. Sai साहब आपने एक मिसरा पढ़ा पूरा शेर फराज का है शिकवे जुल्मत शफकत and this is the philosophy how a community can go further just addressing the issue that शिकवाए जुल्मत शब से तो कहीं बेहतर था अपने हिस्से की वही क्षमा दिलाने और ये क्षमा आपको हर जगह मिल जाएगी सिर्फ ये क्षमा एक मर्तबा it starts kindling in your heart you will see that world will be a better place and with these words I'm now inviting Javed Bhatt Sahab for vote of thanks.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, hope you have enjoyed your tonight fundraising event for the hospital on wheels. On behalf of TDC, I would like to thank all distinguished guests, motivated speakers, presenters, donors, sponsors, and volunteers. Without your support,
Oh, no.
it's not working.
No, that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I'll put it on. I'll put it on.
Yeah. Without your support, it won't be possible to host such a successful event. I'm grateful to High Commissioner Saab, Mr. Zahal Hafiz Chaudhry Saab, for his presence and the kind remarks on the project. Also would like to thank lead.
It's a real level.
Sorry.
Correct.
Also would like to thank leading community business organizations for their generous donation. Also, I'd like to thanks to all silver, gold, and platinum sponsors and the local community organizations like Community Line, Salam Pakistan, and Helping ACT for their participation in this event. Big thanks to management of Taj Agrah, Mr. Khabar Sadiq and his team for Mrs. Khabar, sorry, and providing wonderful food and the venue. Finally, the organizers of TDC fundraising event also deserve a congratulations on hosting a successful event. A big clap for our two nights MC, Muhammad Ali Sahab, for conducting the successful event tonight.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Hope you have enjoyed this event, including delicious food provided by the Taj Agrah. Thank you and good night.
Thank you. Thank you, Bhatt Sahab, for your kind word. Bhatt Sahab, stay back, please, for a second. Just last but not the least of the recognitions, please, Irfan Bhojani. If he's here, Irfan Bhojani. No? Yeah, it's coming. Zahid bhai, 1 minute और तशरीफ ले आएगा. I'm so sorry to disturb you again. The last one which we missed was for Mr. Irfan Bhojani.
Thank you.
Strong connection.
Strong connection.
I love every single person of Canberra community. So I love you guys. Thank you for your support, and inshallah I will deliver. Thank you so much once again.
So closing remarks. Please closing.
मेरे पास
एक जुमला कह दें।
मैं बस दोबारा आप सबको मुबारकबाद देना चाहता हूँ to be part of this wonderful journey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Dear brothers and sisters, what a memorable evening. When these people will leave Canberra tonight or tomorrow, they will always remember that it was not quantity, but it was quality over there in Canberra. And to reach to a fate of $100,000 plus is certainly not a joke. It is simply your generosity, your dedication and devotion to make this evening a real successful evening. May God bless you. And please, when you leave, one of the promise you have to make is that your stomachs must be full of a great food which is coming from Taj Agrah. Thank you very much. Enjoy your long weekend. Thank you. Thank you.
If you get a chance, you can keep watching the journey while enjoying your food. We leave it with that. So that will also conclude our event for tonight, the formal proceedings.
डायबिटीज का एक रूफ के अंदर सारी स्पेशलिटीज का एक हॉस्पिटल अपनी तरफ का वाहिद हॉस्पिटल होगा।
You guys can probably hear me right now. My name is Sean Ali. I'm just thanking everyone who joined us for the live stream, and I'll be ending the stream now. Jazakallah khair. You can go and look up this video as well yourself. The Diabetes Center journey from 2012 to 2023. It's a documentary. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.